Day one, Monday, is the Bristol Cocktail Cup. We have it every year.
This year's Bristol Cocktail Cup was entirely different from anything we've seen before. We pushed the bartenders through their paces.
It's to find the best bartender in Bristol. Actually, the whole event this year was twisted up. It was far more difficult than it's ever been any other year.
It was kind of bigger, nastier, more brutal than ever. The bartenders had to really go through a vigorous set of exercises to get to that final. I would fear to do that myself. To be honest, I felt for them.
We started them out with a real classic, straight up, make a drink with Mamont vodka. We took them to Goldbrick, they had to make that drink for the judges, they had time to prep, they were well within their comfort zone, but that's where it ends.
The idea of style and competing for the best style is the key to all forms of rocking.
The triple threat death match was really difficult.
At Hermanos, the round was the triple threat death match with Doilies, and that's where things really got interesting. And we really wanted to put them in a real life scenario. So behind the bar, serving customers as if it was 3 deep on a Saturday night.
Yes, we had Crazy Pedros down from Manchester.
They were full of banter, full of chat.
They have a reputation of being quite a raucous bunch.
I'm dead thirsty, can I have a drink whilst I'm waiting for my drink, please?
Massive honour to have Alex Proudfoot and Lyndon Higginson down to visit and play, and Noel came down with them as well, and it was just a phenomenal day.
It's a new millennium, prepare for combat. I'm on the water, terrorize on contact. You beat your band, your food, your squad is done. Step up and get some, now, come on. It's a new millennium, prepare for combat. I'm on the water, terrorize on contact. You beat your band, your food, your squad is done. Step up and get some, now.
So the Manos round saw a few of the better bartenders fall out. They went down under the pressure to some of the other younger bucks coming through, and then we moved on to Her Majesty's Secret Service. So round 3 was under pressure, and what we did is we took the bartenders, we interviewed them one by one on a series of questions based on gin, on aviation gin particularly, on bartending, on local Bristol knowledge. But what we did is we put them under pressure to create something original on the spot. And the older hands tended to resort back to classics and resort back to what they know, whereas the younger guys came through and really delivered on inspiration and creativity, and that was what won on the day. So over the road to Flipside Cocktail Club for the final, 2 bartenders, head to head, 3 rounds.
All the rounds were supported by Marrussia, and in fact the final was supported by Evan Williams, and we split it into 3 rounds.
Round 1, take them out of their comfort zone again.
We paid homage to the classic cocktail film, a kind of tweak on The Last Bartender Poet.
Get them stood up on the bar reading out a poem that they've had to write themselves in a Tom Cruise-esque cocktail bartender scenario.
It's not something that really you ever think about as bartending, but it just shows that you can think on your feet.
As a Bristol bartender, I've of course got the moleskin notebook. I see all your tasting, taking your breathing notes. I am the Bristol bartender poet. I am the Bristol bartender poet. A year in Bristol I've just spent drinking cocktails, beers and a barbivette. I see you in Bristol doing your thing, and some organisers, Dee, Danny, Kershaw and Tring. The drinks I have made, some old, some new, and my mentors and friends, more than a few. This is a toast to you, Bristol, for now and forever. In my heart of hearts, I know we're better together. You all know me from my love of the Brooklyn, but now I'm Will f***ing Powers. Serve you drinks in owls and wellies and bells. Because that's the kind of shit that sells. I'll treat you real nice with a Prosecco Bellini, and maybe even slip you a porn star martini. Satan's whiskers for the boozy types, or a shot of Fernet to clean out the pipes. All this I promise with a smile on my face, even if I think you're a fucking arsehole and deserve to die. Bristol is loving the flavours I please, but if you want to get wasted, let me give you gin face.
And actually, after sort of 9 hours of competing, I was really impressed with what they came out with. It was kind of inspirational, really.
Lead on to the second challenge of the head-to-head final, and we're going to get the guys to taste 4 different whiskies from 4 different countries and identify them. But when it comes down to the actual finale and who gets to win, it comes down to the bare bones classics, and we will test blind to see who makes the best classic cocktails.
So we started off with 11 bartenders down to 1.
Underdog, nobody saw him coming through.
I think he surprised the crowd, but once the event was over, he was everybody's winner. He was an all-rounder. He put up with the ridiculous challenges that we set for him, and he put up with it in style, really. He was amazing.
Can I kindly introduce you to this year's Bristol Bartender of the Year, Will!
So the winner was Will Garnett from Red Light.
I was thrilled that it was Will Mill. It was Will Powers, Will Garnett.
3 out of 4 winners from Red Light now. It was great, as always. All the bartenders love to be involved, everybody else loves watching it.
Bordering on unhinged, but at the same time, it was fabulous fun.